Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up? We live on YouTube right now, man. Go ahead and shoot this IG story out, man. You know what I'm saying? Let the folks know. You know what I'm saying? We're going live right now, man. What's good with everybody, man? I hope everybody holidays is all in well and stuff like that, man. And you guys been doing your thing, or whatnot. And yeah, man. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I just sent that out right there, man. What's good with y'all, man? We got audio here. We got video there. And we're gonna go ahead and double check and make sure that we have make sure we live on YouTube just to confirm some things and whatnot, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in, checking out the YouTube channel. Y'all just bear with me for a second. All right, cool deal. All right, cool deal, man. Yeah. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and get into Ableton Live. We're gonna go ahead and this is the track I was working on my live stream test. If you haven't heard it already and whatnot, go definitely check out the live stream test part 2. What you see on the screen is what we was working on earlier, and whatnot. But we're gonna go ahead and create something new. I'll start on something new, fresh. We're gonna check out a couple of things that I grabbed on Black Friday. One of those situations was a couple of plugins that Waves came out with, along with Slate Digital. Slate Digital also came out with some sound sample packs or whatnot. So we're going to take a look at that as well, man. You guys can follow me on Instagram at @SupaMario_producer, and also follow my podcast on Instagram as well, and that's onthebeat.podcast. You know what I'm saying? And we always got content coming at you guys or whatnot. We just uploaded a new video today on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sean Elliott, which is the musical director for Music Soul Live Showcase, which will be going down December 19th. This year, December 19th, streaming live on Instagram and Facebook. So you make sure you go follow Music Soul Live Showcase on Instagram, and that's at Music Soul Live Showcase, all one word, or whatnot, man. We got a new instance of Ableton Live loaded up, so we're gonna go ahead and get to work, man. Whatnot. All right. Let's see here. We want to let's go ahead and tie everything together. So, first order of business is I'm trying to get these little ear monitors all good. Get some slack in here for a second. So what we're gonna do is take a look at Slate Digital's little sample packs that they came out with or whatnot. And we'll tie that in with some of the plugins that also came out as well and stuff like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and try to pull that up right now, man. Hope everybody holidays were okay and safe and fun filled. You hear me? All right, cool. So we got some Slate Digital products up right now. Turn that volume down just a little bit. Oh, I got a viewer. What's going on, viewer? What's the deal, viewer? All right, cool. Appreciate you tuning in. So yeah, we have some Slate Digital sample packs that are loaded up right now, and we're gonna go ahead and preview that and try to, you know what I'm saying, work on something on there as well, man. Yeah. So I'm gonna let that sit there. All right, so we got Analog Drums 3. We got an 808 collection pack, a hip hop sample pack, Vintage Audio Drums Volume 1, and we also have Volume 2. All right, cool deal. So We got that. We're gonna go ahead and work on that right now. So let's go ahead and check that out, man. See what Slate Digital is working with. Let's check out the hip hop sample pack first. All right. Make sure everything is working. All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and we just loading up. So we got in the sample pack we have some 808s and drums, textures and foley's, and also tonal melody look like loops or whatnot, and they're broken up in loops and one shots. Now with one shots are pretty cool. You can take the one shots, load them up in a sampler and Ableton Live and do some very awesome things in there. So let's check out the one shots first. All right. So what we want to do is, for some reason, my push 2 is not connected. Let me connect that for you guys real quick. There she is. There she is. All right. So let's go ahead and add a device. We're gonna add a sampler here. All right. And if you new to a push 2, you can add devices from your push. All right, so plugins or Ableton Live devices, you can add them there on the from the push itself. Okay. All right, and I'm just looking to see where my my situation's at right quick. There we go. All right, cool. There he is. There we go. All right, here we go right here. And we're just gonna load up a sampler. And when we load up this sampler, it'll create us a MIDI track. All right. So we're gonna check out some synth sounds and see what they got, one shots, and we'll start building from there, man. Again, shout out to everybody that's on. Oh, I had a viewer. They went off. All right. So we got some one shots right here. That's a long one shot right there. So it made a good job of getting these one shots on. All right. So apparently, okay, there we go. Okay. Alrighty. So apparently, yeah, these one shots are cutting up. So let's just drag this one in there. So you see it right there. We just dragged the one shot in the simpler, and we are good to go. But you can do it in classic mode, but I like to do my one shots in one shot mode. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, one shot in one shot mode on the simpler device, and just nudge that start point right there at the first transient on the wave file. All right. Once I got it right there, the next thing I'll do is set the warp accordingly to complex, and it just helps for that wave sample to adjust accordingly to the tempo. All right, so you got that one shot right there, and it's gonna keep on going, and whatnot. But that's a long one shot, so we can set it on gate and see what happens. As long as you hold it down, let go of the key, it'll stop. Press down on the key again. So with one shot, some one shots will work and trigger. It just depends on how long the note is. But in this case, it's a long note. We can, you know what I'm saying, we can put it on gate or whatnot. I'm trying to send out a text real quick, man. All right. Y'all just bear with me for a second. All right, cool deal. So all righty. Let me add some things there. All righty. Here we go. All right, cool deal, man. So So you got that kind of type of whistle right there. Let's go ahead and create another simpler track real quick, man. And we're gonna add this other folder that we have in there. All right, and I'm gonna load that simpler up. So you notice when I load up a simpler from the push to, it'll create a MIDI track and a simpler as well. Put it in classic mode by default, but I like to work in one shot. And so we got a synth there. Let's go ahead and pull up some keys and see what the keys are working with. Let's wake up the slow hard drive there. All right, cool deal. So let's go through some of these one shots. I like that almost guitar sound. I like that emu piano. For some reason, these that insonic key, I like that one. I like what it's doing. It's giving me that extraness in the key sound itself. Let's go back and find that again. Here you go, right here. So what we're gonna do is, again, we're gonna go ahead and load that bad boy up in there. Put that on one shot. Cool. So we got that right there, and let's load up one more instance because we have a bell sound. So we'll again create a track and hit instruments, and we'll go ahead and do a simpler and hit load. It's gonna load another instance, of course, and then we're gonna go to bell sounds. I'm gonna go with that Joker keys, man. All right, cool deal. We're gonna keep that. I'm gonna put that on complex, and I forgot to do that on the other device. Put my warp mode in complex as well. Cool. Now, for the sake of just playing around with the Slate Digital stuff or whatnot, man, we're gonna go ahead and see if they got any drums. Oh yes, they do. They got some drum loops here, man. So let's pull up a drum loop. Let's see what they're working with. So they got two different type of drum loops in this sample pack. They got trap drum loops and lo-fi. We're gonna go ahead and deal with some trap or whatnot. We have top loops. Now top loops mean everything in the drum loop besides the kick. And then you have hi-hat loops, and then you also have full drum loops. Okay, so let's check out some of these top loops and see what they got. And that's how I'm feeling today too, man. Yeah, I'm like that right there. So we know the tempo is showing us 145. So always when I'm previewing samples, I pay attention to see if it has a tempo. This tempo is 145. So I set my tempo at 145, man, and we're gonna go ahead and drag that into our session right there. You know what I'm saying? We always want to double check on when you're dragging samples into Ableton Live, you always want to double check and just make sure that, you know what I'm saying, everything is according. So I'm gonna set that at complex. Okay. Always I work in complex when it comes to audio in Ableton Live. If it ain't a drum loop already, I can set this because this is a drum loop. I can set it on complex, but it's a drum loop, so I'm gonna set it on beats because the beats, it kind of reads the warping algorithm in Ableton Live kind of reads those transients a little bit better on the beats warping mode or whatnot. So we're gonna keep it right there, man, and let's go ahead and check that out. Hit play. All right, so we got something to work with. Now, what we can do is we can go back to the drums and let's say, for instance, we got a loop there, right? So we have some one-shot trap drums, and do we have some kicks? Yes, we have some kicks. So in this case right here, again, we can load up a another instance of simpler. All right, cool. We're gonna load that simpler up real quick. And what we'll do is we'll just cycle through some of the kicks and see what we can find. So let's hit that play. Yeah, I like that right there. So on this kicks right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in one shot mode. All right, and then we'll go ahead and put it in. We'll keep it on beats. All right, cool. So we like that right there. Let's go ahead and record that. All right, cool. Got a little bounce right there. I'm gonna go ahead and crop that sample. Go ahead and quantize right there. And hey. So we got a little drum loop playing already. We got a top loop. A top loop, and then we got a kick. All right, now let's play with some of the one shots we loaded up in there already. We have some keys, we have some bells, and we have some I believe it's keys, bells, and synth sound. So let's go ahead and start with that synth sound right quick. All right, cool. So we're gonna wet that sound up a little bit. Now, in this whole live stream or whatnot, we're talking about new stuff that we acquired. There's a new plugin that came out from Waves, and it's called Echosphere, and also Epic. I'm not gonna load up Epic because Epic is more for a large session, but when it comes for making beats, I believe Echosphere works perfectly, or whatnot. And also, we could load up Epic, but like I said, Epic, it takes a lot of resources. You're talking about like 8 time bass effects that you're working with. So you have a 4 reverbs and 4 delays. All right. So what we want to do is let's do this right quick, man. We're gonna go ahead and load up. Let's say, for instance, wait. Let's load that plugin up, Echosphere. All right. Let me search for it here real quick. Echosphere. And Echosphere was free during Black Friday. It may still be free, but you definitely want to grab that bad boy, man. It's a nice little plugin, man. All right, and we're gonna add that to that synth sound, kind of wetting it up a little bit, or whatnot. Now, when this plugin loads up, and by default, you'll see it and like to light up. By default, it's gonna be set at 30%. Or 50%, should I say. You want it all the way wet at 100% if you're going to add it to a return or aux or bus or effects channel. All right, you want to have that at 100% on your dry wet mix log. Next, what we'll do is we'll blend that signal in full blown. And what we wanted to do is mute the delay for right now. And I want to mess with the reverb, set my reverb. Now, you have presets that you can go in here and, you know what I'm saying, play around with. Play with some things or whatnot, find something that would excite you or get you started or motivated or whatnot. But and you have these little red and black knobs or low pass and high pass filters. And I like that right there. Yeah, I like that. All right. You'll notice when I mute the reverb. So we both have both the the slap delay and the plate reverb muted. We unmute the reverb. You hear all that sauce. I'm gonna bring that up just a little bit. I want all the sauce. And you have a modulation wheel knob on here as well. So it does something weird or funky or nice with it or whatnot. So that just kind of gives it a nice texture on the reverb versus just being a dry reverb. And then what we could do is on the auxiliary send on the on this particular sound, we can go ahead and let me adjust this push just a little bit. All right. On the auxiliary sound, we can come back on the send level. So we have a nice reverb sound. And if we want to add a delay in there, then bam, you know what I'm saying? All we have to do is put a sync on the delay. And what that'll do is that'll make the sound have a little bit more dimension on that particular sound. And we'll set that feedback a little bit longer. Shout out to my one viewer. What's good with you? So what I'm doing is I'm setting that feedback to echo a little bit longer. Right there. All right. And I can bring down that delay and mix it in just right. Awesome. And we have the same thing, a modulation wheel, but we're not gonna worry about that. We got everything set right we want, so all right, let's play our drums and see what we can come up with. All right, let's go ahead and record that. I messed up. Run that beat back. All right, let's go ahead and loop that right quick. We want an 8-bar loop. I'm gonna go ahead and quantize that about 50%. Well, Rich, why are you quantizing it at 50%? Well, we quantize at 50%. I do that because I don't want everything to be right on time, 100%. I don't want all that, man. I want some type of groove, some type of natural feeling and rhythm in the tracks as well. So that's why I quantize at different percentages or whatnot. It kind of fits with the groove of this track. And you'll hear that reverb sitting nice. Might give it a little bit more. Now that's that one shot now. That's that one shot. Now I forgot about that. I'm gonna go ahead and bring that down a little bit, man. We're about to get in it. Go. Slow it down, that boy. We're gonna hit the capture MIDI button. The best feature in Ableton Live ever. Yeah. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do some panning. All right, we can go ahead and add an 808 in here, man. That shit right there, man. So all we did was we added, again, if you're joining in right now, shout out to my one viewer. We added a top loop, drum loop, and we added a kick. We just played a kick on top of that one loop, and then we added 2 sounds that you're hearing in there already. So we're going to go ahead and move on to adding an 808 in there. Now I'm going to do something out of my character, and I'm going to add another Slate Digital. We're going to keep it Slate Digital-ish on this beat right here. And we're gonna go look for the motherfucking Anna 2. Okay. Now the Anna 2 is it's right here somewhere. Oh, there it is. All right. So the Anna 2 is it's a real cool plugin. Whatnot. I didn't understand it, and I started playing around with it or whatnot. But they got an 808 in here that's like that motherfucker bananas. Like for real. We're going to check it out, man, and see what it's working with. See, you see what I'm talking about? That motherfucker 808, look. Look at that. Look at God. Like that, man. But let's find another patch right there. So that one was called All Synth. Let's see what the basic but good is. That's about where we want to be at right there. That tone. Classics. That was chunky. This is classics. That's the Justice League 808. Yeah, I think that basic but good is gonna be where we're gonna be at. I ain't gonna waste too much time, man. We're gonna fuck with that one. All right, let's go ahead and hit the play button. Move my drink, make sure I don't drop nothing. Just like that, you know what I'm saying? Something simple just like that, man. Again, this is Anna 2. You can get this in the Slate Digital All Access Bundle. It's definitely worth the $9 that you catch it on sale every month for an annual subscription plan, or $15 or whatnot. But it's you get a lot of stuff with that, man. So shout out to the Slate Digital All Access Bundle. You need to grab that right there. But we're gonna go ahead and close that instrument out. We're gonna go ahead and record this 808 real quick. Now we're gonna go ahead and quantize this one at about 100%. Now we're gonna go to jump over to these keys. I don't like that one shot right there, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that one. It's a little bit too cheesy right here, man. But we're gonna go to our old faithful, man, and that is, you guessed it, man, the Heat Up motherfucking 3, man. Shout out to Initial Audio, bro. This plugin brings me tears, man. I say that every stream when I use it, man, because it's just off the chain, bro. Like it has what you need, like for real. It comes in the clutch when you need it, man. So we're gonna just go ahead and pull up some shit. Okay, let me go ahead and bookmark that. Now we need to keep it short, man. So we're gonna go ahead and freestyle something real quick. All right, let's go ahead and stop that. Now, what you can do, so this is, if you're new to the YouTube, if you're catching this on the back end, on the playback or whatnot, what I do on my channel is I make this stuff and then I try to, keep it as a teacher tool, as far as making beats and doing little mixing tricks here and there and whatnot, man. So we got that sound. Let's go ahead and solo that sound for a second. Now, it's a synth. And one thing to think about synths is synths can sometimes be thin and you need to dirty them up a little bit. I don't know, every time I smack my goddamn lip, I hear this motherfucking feedback for some reason. Sorry about that. But with synths, they tend to be thin. Okay, you need to thicken them up a little bit. One way you can thicken them up is parallel processing. Another way you could do that as well is compressing the synth very lightly or whatnot. So we're gonna play with another brand new plugin from Slay Digital, and it's the FG2A. All right, and we're gonna do it something a little unorthodox. We're gonna play with this plugin. It's really, you can use it on a synth because it's an all-around type of plugin, but we're gonna play with it because it's new and it's brand new and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and pull up the Slate VMR, which is the virtual mix rack, and let me go ahead and find that for you guys. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I just like to keep everybody engaged and shit like that. I just migrated over from Twitch to here. I was giving Twitch a try, and yeah, it just really wasn't what's up, whatnot, man. But we here, right here. We back at home, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube. I started doing all my video content on YouTube years back, and this whole streaming thing was all brand new about a year ago. And so, I try and Twitch out, giving it a chance, but it just really doesn't do it like YouTube, man. So we back at home, man. We back on the roots and stuff like that. So we're getting rid of all of these different modules right here. Now, what I can do is add saturation in here, but I would also like to add saturations on other tracks. So I'll show you that parallel processor trick right after I add this compressor, okay? Now, what we're going to do, we want to look for the new compressor, the FG2A. Shout out to my other viewer that just joined in, man. Appreciate you, man. I got a lot of shit going on, and this is my first YouTube stream. So the way my streaming application is set up, it opens up another browser, and I just want to keep my PC cool, calm, and collected, okay? So, man, I recognize you. I see you. For sure. Imperfection is perfect. Yeah, imperfection is perfect. That's some of the best stuff, man. Speaking of imperfection is perfect, as I found this compressor. That's how Zaytoven became who Zaytoven was. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the beats that they was making in that basement that Zaytoven had at his crib, at his people crib, was all imperfection. You heard all the imperfections in the recordings and the beats and stuff like that. All that sound was real gritty and dirty and stuff like that. So yes, imperfection is perfect. Shout out to you, Yeezy. Shout out to you, big dog. Appreciate you for tuning in. Let's go ahead and so we got a compressor on this one sound. So we're gonna thicken this bad boy up. So if we was to turn that off, that sounds real good, but we want to make it more a little thicker. We want to make it more aggressive. So Let's bring it down our peak reduction and turn the plugin back on. And we're gonna start compressing slowly but surely. So I always want to do a gain stage first when I have a compressor. And this particular compressor works a little different, so you have to work with the gain knob. So when I turn the plugin on and off, I don't want to hear any differences, right? Cool. Now we're gonna start compressing, but I'm gonna take this out of solo and put it in the mix. Here we go. 7. Now you'll notice the compressor's needle. All right, I'm gonna stop this for a second. Now, one thing about compression, a lot of people tend to get a little confused about is with compression, you want your gain reduction needle to dance to whatever the sound source that it's on. So in this case right here, you'll see that needle. I'm gonna go ahead and solo this one sound real quick. See how that needle is dancing to the attack of the sound source? See that right there? You want your needle to dance. Now this is the optical compressor, so it's this fast and release time is reacting to the characteristics of the sound. You know what I'm saying? Now if we had more of a FET, a FET style, or 1176 style compressor, we'll have to manually adjust those attack and release times, or a VCA compressor. But this is an optical compressor, so it's real easy. All you got to do is dial in the right amount of compression in order to achieve the results that you want. Now, we're doing some mild compression right now, so let's go a little extreme. I'm gonna bring this out of solo, bring it back in the mix. Now we're starting to do some regular compression. But you'll notice that the sound now is disappeared. Guess what? You have to make that gain back up, and we're gonna use the gain now for that, all right? Now you hear how thick that sound is? It sounds fuller and more detailed. Now we got a little bit too much compression going on, so we're gonna back off just a tad bit. Right there. Just a little bit, backing off a little bit. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bypass this plugin on and off until I get the gain stage back to its original volume on the original sound source. All right, here we go, check me out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the channel track back up. Now we're gonna bypass the plugin itself. Check it out, check it out, check it out. That's without compression. Now just notice the subtle difference of the thickness of the sound source. Got a little bit more body, right? It's a little bit more body. So that's one beat right there, man. So with compression, if you use it right, and if you're new to compression, I would highly advise looking at optical compression, okay? It's one of those deals where you got two knobs. You're working with a gain knob and you're working with a threshold knob, and you have fixed ratios. You have fixed ratio. Yes, that's correct. You have fixed ratios and you have fixed attack and release times. All you have to do is worry about dialing in the right compression and then making that gain back up. That's it. So optical compression, if you're new to compression and you're trying to understand it from a basic sense, optical compression is the way to go. Next step up is like those VCAs and FET type of compressors that have attack and release times that you really need to manually adjust. And, you know what I'm saying, you can go in there, add some side chain filtering and some ratio, controlling your own ratio and also the threshold as well. So that's awesome. So let's play that again and see if we need to compress anything, and then we'll move ahead on to the saturation and distortion. So that one shot of that piano is hitting. You know what I'm saying? That one shot is a sample, of course, and you can tell it has some type of saturation or distortion on it because it's right here and it's fat. All right. So we said we were going to add some distortion, right? So we're going to go to this second return track we got in Ableton Live. We're going to delete these. I have a delay on here by default. We're going to delete that, and we're going to add a distortion plugin on here. We're going to see what we can find in the good old vault. So we're going to go ahead and pull up. I'm going to pull up kilohertz distortion, just for shits and giggles. All right, we got different types of distortion that we can use. We have some overdrive, some saturation, some fold back, or whatnot. So what I'm gonna do is I wanted to distort that 808 just a little bit. No, that's not it. It's right here. Now the 808 sounds like it has a little distortion, but I want it to be a little fuzzy. All right, so what I normally do is I'm gonna bring my beats in all the way up to 0 or 100 or whatever you want to call it. And watch this. Yowzers. All right, because we got that mix knob all the way at 100%. Now what we want to do is bring that back at about 50%. Just enough where I can hear that good distortion and whatnot. Now I can come on here and try different types of distortion to look to see. All right, cool deal. So that spread now kind of spreads the distortion out a little bit more in the stereo field. The drive is just basically going to give you more distortion and saturation that you're looking for. The dynamics, I really didn't see anything or whatnot. I just heard a subtle difference or whatnot. And our bias is kind of like it'll change the level of distortion you'll get, and it'll be unorthodox, should I say. So that moving it to the left at about negative 20% just makes the distortion a little bit fatter and a little bit more like that, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep our dry mix knob at 100%, and then we're gonna back off on the sin and we're gonna blend it in like we want. But we're gonna take this out of solo and blend it in while we're playing the track. So let's go. Negative 28 dB on the sin. Now, what we can do, now we had that distortion. We not only can add distortion just on the 808, if we want to add it on that kick, if we want to add it on the top loop, drum loop, the top drum loop, or even this little sound right here. And we can add it here. Seems like this one, seems like that sound right there just needs something. So let's add it on there just for shits and giggles. Brought it forward in the mix a little bit. All right, let's bring back that one sound. So that's that right there, man. Oops, sorry about that. So that's kind of like we did some parallel processing with distortion. All right, and that distortion was actually it could be either distortion or saturation or a little bit of both. In this instance, I think it was a little bit of both for saturation and distortion and whatnot. Shout out to my other viewer that just came on. I saw his other three viewers. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. Salute to you, man. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we'll go ahead and break this beat down. So we're working in session view. If you want to start making a track out of here, and this is for people that's new to Ableton Live. If you already know what it is, you already know what it is. But if you want to start, okay, you got your whole beat. Add that other sound. All right, so this is your beat. you good with it, you feel me? Two things I do before I actually get in there and stuff like that. I produce, but then I mix all at the same time, and I hate that shit. I wish I was not a mixing engineer versus being a producer, because we pay attention to a lot of things. I don't know if you noticed, but if you look over to the master track, that shit is in the red, right? Show y'all how to do this. Instead of turning down the master track, don't turn down the master track. Turn down all the individual tracks. Click one of them, hold down shift, and click the last track in your session. Boom. All of them will highlight at the end, at the top. You could do this on left click on your mouse or on your push or whatnot, but we're gonna hit play. Now, before I do this, what I normally do is grab the track that is at 0, if it is, or the highest track value on the volume, and I make that adjustment right there just to see where I'm at, because I want my highest track volume, which is the loudest. I want that to be my I guess my guide, so to speak. But I want the master track to not be peaking in the red. So right now the master track is telling me, hey bro, you had like 2.17 decibels that you're peaking or clipping at. Bring that down about 2 decibels. All right, gotcha. Cool. So let's do that again. So we got a little bit of peaking in the red. All right, cool deal. So our highest peak when it looped back around is about 0.9. If it gets above a dB a clipping, I get worried. If it's less than a dB a clipping, I ain't too much worried about it or whatnot. Another cool trick is if you have your session in 32-bit floating point, you will also be good with that as well. And so like Ableton Live, it's kind of like when you export your tracks out for stem or wave file or whatnot, you can export out at 24-bit, 16-bit, or 32-bit floating point. 32-bit floating point is always good because when you bring it into something like Studio One, Logic, or Pro Tools to mix down, when you have that file at a 32-bit floating point, even though it's clipping, you can turn all of those files that export it out, and the transients will adjust accordingly. Okay. That's another live stream. I ain't gonna confuse y'all or whatnot, man. But you will want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, your interface is capable of 32-bit floating point. All right, cool deal. So we got that right there. All right, cool deal. So now that we got that situated, we got our master track not peaking in the red. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna duplicate my first row. All right, cool deal. Shout out to you, Los the King. What's the deal, bruh? All right, so we're gonna duplicate that. We're just gonna do 4 for right now. And what I like to do in this mode right here is, say for instance, I'll delete this, you know what I'm saying, that one sound out of here. So I know now that the top row is going to be my hook. Now I could be all organized and rename this this particular launch scene as hook. You probably can't see it because I got my logo and stuff like that all over it. But this whole row could be renamed as hook, and that you'll rename it underneath the master track. And so forth and so on. You could be like first verse, second verse, intro, third verse, bridge, pre-hook bridge, and all this other bullshit. But I don't work that way, man. To each his own, you understand what I'm saying? But that first row, I know that's my hook right there. So I'm playing it on the push. Now that's one sound. Now what I do is go ahead and play the second one. All right, so I'm listening to the different sounds I want to take out. So I know this brown one right here, I want to take that out. So I go to the next row and delete that. Now I got the 808 and the little piano sound rocking. Now let's say I want to take out the 808 on this particular sequence. Check this out. Ooh, hold up. And I'm just pressing one button in between all of these different sequences. Now check this out. Muted all the drums. I'm gonna go back to the hook. And you basically got you a whole song done. And we can go ahead and start recording this in the arrangement view, which is this view right here. You know what I'm saying? This is more your traditional beat making type of view you'll see in other DAWs, such as Logic and Reason and Studio One and so forth and so on or whatnot. That's cool. But I just that quick, I broke it down just like that in a matter of 5 minutes. And now what I can do is I can record what I did here and here. You want to see? I got y'all. Okay, cool. Let's do this. We're going to duplicate one more row. Let me highlight this row right here. I'm going to duplicate that. Oh, did I do that right? No. You didn't. No, you didn't. Hold on. Let me play it. All right, cool deal. So what I'm going to do is delete this one, delete the kick, and play. Watch this. Now that's my intro right there. I'm coming in like that. Cool deal. Now we can be able to record the song. All right, so all we have to do is hit tab, get in this view right here, and go ahead and record. Now what we're doing right now is we're recording the song outright. And I'm controlling everything from my push, and I'm gonna go straight into the verse part. Here we go. And I'm gonna break some drums down. All right, we're gonna go to the next part right after this bar. I'm gonna break all the drums out right here. We're gonna go to the next part of the verse. Now check this out, y'all. We got this rocking. We're gonna go to the next part. Drop the 808. Now this is all sequences. I'm pressing one button. Now we're gonna go into the hook right after this bar right here, but check this out. I love the push too. Here we go. Now that's the hook right there. We already a little bit over a minute in. Awesome, right? Everything I'm doing is on the push too right now. No mouse click, no nothing. I'm vibing, you know what I'm saying? Wanna take everything out? Uh-oh, I fucked up. But you can always bring that back, you know what I'm saying? So that's not a problem. If you make a mistake like that, you can always drag that clip back in your arrangement view and you know what I'm saying, get the party started just like that. And I'm just really bullshitting with y'all, man. I'm just kind of, you know what I'm saying, just trying to make this intuitive. And we almost finished with the second verse. We're gonna go back into the hook. Now there's some things we're gonna fix, and I'm gonna show you how to fix that, especially that thing you see in the green right there, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna show you how to take that out. Sometimes it just get hung up, you know what I'm saying? Go. And then we just messing with the outro right now. Gonna let that rock about another 2 bars, and you can end it out just like this. Just like that, man. You done with the song. That quick. Like 3 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and go into Pro Tools. Just like that, man. Now that mistake I did in while I was breaking down the beat and everything like that, it happened I think right about here. I think I cut it off a little bit. Let's go back and play that real quick. Right here. The sound's supposed to continue right here. See how I can make the change? So when you have your clips in here, the original clips that you had in this view, long as it's the same thing, nothing really is gonna delete that. I don't know what the hell that is right there. It's really not gonna make too much of a difference. Now all of this other extra shit that appeared in here, sometimes it'll get hung up for some reason. If you have, let's say, that extra clip that was empty, it was reading that by default for some odd reason. So all you have to do just simply, just get rid of all of that if you don't need it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and delete all of this other stuff that we're not using. And I think we're good to go, man, from here. And I know I messed up a couple of places. No, I don't think that was it. I think it was about right up in here. Yeah, I think it was right here. Now that piano sound, the more and more I listen to it, needs some reverb on there. No, maybe it don't. All right. Now that piano sound I was listening to, I said they need more reverb. We know we got reverb on that Syn A. So what we're gonna do is just gonna add more reverb on that Syn A. Now we add a little bit more depth in the sound. It just hits a little harder. All right, cool deal. So that's basically it. We got we got a track done. That quick. You make the beat, you arrange it out real quickly here, and it's all about vibe. And that's why I like Ableton Live. It helps with the vibe, it helps with the workflow, and then the finished product like what we have here, man. That's why I mess with it tough. All right, cool deal. So that's one right there, man. Let's go ahead and save this one. We don't want to lose what we got, man. And everything we did on this track was all from Slate Digital. So just to break this down while I go ahead and save this, was Slate Digital sample packs that came out not too long ago with the All Access bundle. All right, we used a drum loop and the 808. We used the Santa Ana 2. We compressed the synth sound with a new FG 2A plugin that's in the virtual mix rack plugin, just to bring out the thickness of that one particular synth sound. And we used some of the one-shot synths and stuff like that. So this was all heavily used with Slate Digital products or whatnot, man. Just creating something like that. So we're gonna call this Slate Beat 1, because there's some other stuff I want to kind of explore in here as well. Now, when I save in Ableton Live, if you're new to Ableton Live, when I do the collect all and save. Every time, all the time. What this allows you to do is any type of audio you use in here, whether it be process audio, freeze audio, any type of drum samples on the drum rack or the simpler device, anything audio, it will save it into your project folder where it be safe and sound. It'll always pull up back from its origin on whatever hard drive it came from. All right, cool deal. So we have that saved right there. We're gonna go ahead and create another track and see what we can come up with. We finished that whole stream situation less than an hour, man. That is what's up, man. I'm moving faster today than I do on Twitch, you hear me? So that's pretty good. And the next thing we're gonna work with is we're gonna create something else. We're gonna use another sample pack from Slate. Let's go ahead and get out of here real quick. Wake my hard drive up, man. I need to. I wish those solid state hard drives would just go down on the price, man. Cause listen. Look, these old HDD drives, they're getting ridiculous, man. The hard drive I have all my sounds on, it's a 7200 RPM pocket hard drive or a portable hard drive, and that motherfucker is slow, bro. Like it is slow. So I need a 4 terabyte SSD, but I don't want to pay like $400 for something like that. You hear me? So I just have to be patient, I guess. Whatnot, man. We're gonna take a look at the let's take some of a look at these Slate Digital Vintage Audio analog drums. All right, let me see what they working with. So we got some 909 drums in there. I don't think that's gonna fit with our style. Nah, not with what I produce. Let's check out the custom 808 collection. All right, we got some signature 808s in here. Let me see if these are one shots. Let's check this out, y'all. Waiting on that hard drive to wake up again. Come on. All right, so we got some one shots in here. All right, so I told y'all the trick on the push. All you have to do, if you got the push, hit the add track button, and then you'll cycle and make sure you're on MIDI track. And then you'll go to the next column and choose instruments, and then go to the next column, choose the simpler. If you're not going to use any type of preset that it offers, just simply hit the load button all the way to the right. It'll create a MIDI track for you. You're ready to rock and roll. Now we got all these 808s in here, man. Look at that, boy. Look at God. It's my first time going through the sample pack. Let's load that up in there. That's kind of like the hottest sound out right now, man. So when we're working with these one shots, always put your sampler in one shot mode. All right. What's good with your official record, man? You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah. So when we work with the one shots, man, we always want to put your one shot, your 808 in the one shot mode. Now you can keep it on trigger or you can keep it on gate. It all depends on what kind of audio you're working with. If you have a long audio clip, it's probably be best for you to put it on gate. But in this instance, for a drum shot or a quick 808 shot, trigger, it works fine because you can hit it and let off of it. See how my hand is? And the sound's still going on. So that's trigger. Now this is what gate does. When I let go of the key, it stops. So that trigger for 808s, you get that boom, 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 boom type. All right, cool deal. So what I'm gonna do, let me transpose my keyboard real quick. All right, cool deal. So we're gonna transpose that. Now we're gonna go and let's go to another sample pack. So we got an 808 established. We like that 808. We know where we're gonna work with that. Slate Digital, these other sample packs they got is like some analog drums, volume 1 and volume 2, and the other one was volume 3, and it got all that 909, the 808. So this one is actually an 808. Okay, then I'll show you that boy. So this is the vintage 808 edition. Let's see if it has any loops in here. All one shot. So I think they aimed to please for just like a drum kit almost. And I'm quite sure the analog volume 1 is the same situation as well. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It has the vintage machine. So we have the DMX drum machine, a Lin drum, an RX21, and a 707 from Roland. And then we got some custom one shots that's probably got some specialized processing on that as well. So we're gonna go back to that hip hop sample pack. We're gonna find some more shit. All right, so we're gonna get out of the drum section and let's go to that tonality section once more. We was in the bells. Let's go to the loops and let's find a loop. So we was in hip hop loops. Let's go in hip hop loops. Now we got a ton of melodies. Look here. Look here. Look here. All right, let's roll through these melodies. Let me see what Slate working with. Now, Slate, man, Slate Digital, Steven Slate, whatever the hell you want to call him, he's more of a rock and roll, you know what I'm saying, pop type of guy. You know, he's starting to get in that hip hop market for his marketing, his products and stuff like that. Let me see what he's working with. Let me see what he's working with, y'all. Like that one right there. Let me go ahead and now if you want to bookmark sounds in Ableton Live browser, and shout out to Ableton Live in this browser, man, because their browser is off the chain. If you want to bookmark in here, all you have to do is right click on your highlighted, and you see these little different color things. You can rename these labels however you want to. I got the red for favorite sounds. I'm gonna go ahead and bookmark that sound right there, man, because that shit jamming, but I'm not gonna be too greedy and be selfish. Let me go on ahead and look through here. Let's go ahead and that's nice. On the road again. Yeah, that's some singing type shit. I can hear my boy Kevin Gates on that one. Some Ty Dolla Signs type shit. See that shit right there. I don't fuck with that type of shit. But that should be going hard. Hold on now. You talking my language. Los, where you at, Los? That's your type of shit, Los? What my boy Los said, he gonna put them hi-hats in there. You know what? We're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to do it for my partner one time, man. So let's go ahead. We know the sample says 145. We're going to go ahead and set our session up at 145 BPM. I set that up on the push 2. Again, the push 2, you can do everything on here. Set your tempo or whatnot. So we got it at 145. Now what we're going to do is drag that over here. Just that simple drag and drop in the session view right here. We're going to double click on the clip. Make sure that our segment BPM section is set at 145. We want to make sure that this little area right here, you probably can't see it because my Super Mario's YouTube logo is on over it or whatnot. But right here in this section where you see my mouse cursor, that is the segment BPM section. You want to make sure that's on 145. And then right there, let me do something real quick. Let me move that for y'all. Let me move that down just a tad bit so you can see what's going on. All right, so this section right here, 145, you can see it. Want to make sure that's on 145. Now we're dealing with a melodic loop. Again, you don't want your warp mode to be on beats. Beats normally work good, really awesome with drum loops and percussion loops or any type of highly transiented type of rhythmic loop. You would want to put this on complex. Reason why is these melodic loops are very non-transient, and the algorithm in Ableton Live when it comes to time stretching just works well with melodic loops under the complex warping mode. Long story, just do it. Whatnot, man. All right, cool deal. So we got that set right there. Normally what I do is always do a tempo check. So I'm gonna turn on the metronome once more. And we're gonna go ahead and initiate that clip. Here we go. Now you heard that little pause in there, right? Now that's probably due to this right here. I don't know if you can see it, but you see that little gap right there? That little gap right there. We got to fix that. All right. So what it's giving us is a already kind of like a what they call a Soweto warp marker. Okay. That's just basically what Ableton Live detects as a warp marker. But the real transient is about right here, lined up on this grid right here. So what we want to do is just create our own warp marker. I'm going to move that up right at the 1. All right, when you move that right at the 1, it moves all the audio with it. So everything on the right side or behind the warp marker is going to be adjusted. Okay, now we're going to play our tempo check again, make sure everything is okay. But my eyeballs already see a problem right here on the fifth bar. I'm going to see if y'all can catch it. Check it out. See how more tight this is? Now that second half of the loop is a little loose, right? Peep game, let's check this out. So on the 5th bar right here, if I zoom in, this is where Ableton Live is like, okay, this part right here, yeah, this is it right here. So Ableton Live is detecting a major transient right here. All right, now we can double click on there, initiate that transient and move it right here at the 5th. Let's check that out. Let's see what happens. Now, when you do this, everything before this warp marker, everything on the left side of this warp marker, follow my mouse cursor, left side of the warp marker, it's not going to be affected. Everything on the right side of the warp marker is going to be affected, and it's going to adjust to the grid accordingly. And this is how you could tighten up these loops if they sound a little bit loose or not on tempo. Check it out one more time. Now, see this part right here? Let's check this out. Now, I'm going to show y'all a secret. Now, if you want to know if this loop is kind of like fucked up from the beginning, just drag the end part out and see what that loop is. See how they don't have a tail? They cut off that tail on the original loop. Otherwise, you would have had a little bit more ass at the bottom, at the end. Okay, so we don't have no more ass. The ass is flat. All right. So when the ass is flat, you're fucked, basically, man. So we just got to deal with what we got right now. But what you can do is try to make your way and kind of push everything back, so to speak. Like this transient right here, I'm gonna just go ahead and push that back. So what we're doing is just making subtle changes and whatnot. So I already have 1, 2, 3, 4 warps in this one sample. All right, so that warp marker that we initiated right here is really not what it is. Check this out. So what we can do is get rid of this one. I'm gonna zoom this back out, all right? And I'm gonna show y'all only the first 4 bars. Now on this one right here, I'm gonna go ahead and double click that. That's gonna erase the first warp marker I did, right? Double click on that. What we're gonna do is gonna initiate the one that Ableton Live detected. Click on that, and we're gonna bring that to 1. Check this out. Now what we're gonna be listening to is the loop. So it still has that missing beat in there. Not sure exactly where that's coming from, but let's bring that back. So it sounds a little bit more natural right there. We're gonna see something. I'm just gonna leave it like it is naturally. So it sounds better without even fucking with it. It's probably because of the way they looped it and rendered it out or whatnot. So we're gonna leave it alone like it is. Now I'm gonna mess with that 808. I'm gonna go ahead and change that 808, man, just a little bit. And another thing is we want to, and this is gonna be what I'm gonna show you guys. This is gonna be from my partner Rick, man. Shout out to Rick, man. I'm gonna show him something. So the sample is telling us A minor, but if you don't have that key in the description of the audio file, this is how you could do it, man. It's this little plugin called Hornet. All right, Rick, this is for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? yes, he like flat ass. You're damn right. Rick, man, if you're still on here, Rick, man, Hornet. Y'all know, if you haven't heard of this plugin right here, it's a good little tool, man. It's by I forget who makes this shit, man. I think it's Hornet. Shit, I don't know. Just Google Hornet song key. This particular plugin will allow you to find the key Don't worry about the top section. The green section is where you want to be at. All right, so you just throw this plug in on whatever audio sound source or beat or whatnot. Now, it's like 70, or excuse me, it's like 80% effective. The other 20%, it just depends on the type of sound source you have, okay? We're dealing with a audio loop, a melodic loop. So it's going to be probably 90% right, okay? So what we do is we'll hit play. Our focus is this top row, this big old green rectangle. That's going to be our key. That's going to be our primary key, but it's going to give you secondary, two secondary keys that it can also fall in a possibility to be correct. But this is going to be it right here, man. So let's go ahead and play that and check it out. And normally what I do is I let it play at least 2 loops. So it's showing us F major. All right, cool. So it's showing us F major, A minor, and C major. So those are the 2 key notes that it's detecting. But our loop says A minor. Guess what? 50% says A minor. The other 90% says F major. Wow. So you can play this in F major or you can play it in A minor. It just depends on your keyboard skills. I'm a minor type of guy, so I'm going to keep it at A minor as well, man. So this is a 50-50 chance. Always play around with the first and the second highest percentages, and that should get you right where you need to be at if you need to transpose on your keyboard or use something like auto-tune or whatnot, man. So what we want to do is go ahead and put our 808 in A minor. And I'm putting this in A minor on the push. Uh-oh, what happened? Hit the no button. All right, cool deal. So you see how that 808 now is in key, but I'm not going to use that particular 808. So we're going to go ahead and get the hell up out of there. We're going to get rid of that, this plugin as well, man. We don't need it anymore. We're going to go back and we're going to get rolling on here, and we're going to call it a night. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Shit, I'm going the wrong way, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in and people on the back end as well, man. We're going to go ahead and choose us an 808 really quick, man, and get on ahead with our business. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can find an 808 to replace in that simpler. Come on, hard drive. So I think it was one down here in the S's. That one right there. All right, cool. So we're gonna have to put that in one shot mode. Put that in complex warp. Now, this 808 is labeled as G3, so it may be out of tune. So we got to tune it up one transposition step. There it is. Just like that, man. Music theory, man. Music theory. It works out, man. All right, cool. cool. Just want to double check and make sure. All right, so we can go ahead and roll and stuff like that. Just to keep everything short, I'm not gonna do any handmade drums. I'm gonna go into the hip hop sample pack. This hip hop sample pack from Slate Digital is off the chain, man. It got some good shit or whatnot, but we're gonna pull some whole drum loops. So we're not going to deal with the top loops and add a kick in there or whatnot. What we're going to do is we're going to pull from the full drum loops folder, and we're going to get that on ahead and start adding some melodic stuff to it. I got like about 20 to 30 minutes to make this beat, okay? Now, if you got a good ear, you'll know what to go good with that melody. But for this purpose, I'm going to play the melody. Take it off of raw. Let me explain one thing about the raw preview. This blue button right here, if you can see that. The raw preview works like this. If you're doing one shot, so drum samples, and you're trying to find a drum sample to put into the drum rack or simpler or any other situation or whatnot, utilize raw. If you want to hear how a loop or a sample loop works with what you already have going on and Ableton Live, take it off raw. And when you take it off a raw preview, everything in the browser, wherever you look for samples at on your computer or hard drive, it will automatically adjust to your tempo in Ableton Live. I have yet to see a DAW that does what it do. Studio One tries to do it, but that shit get confused sometimes. And it don't let you know what the hell it's doing. It has like a little tempo metronome looking bar situation, but it's still kind of finicky. Everything is butter smooth over here in Ableton Live, man. I just wanted to point that out real quick. Oh, let me start that over. Let me start that over. 6, 7, 8. Now, when you switch samples, it'll adjust accordingly. I like that one right there. It's different, but not my speed. Here we go, switch it. I like the groove of that, but it's doing too much. We're gonna switch to another one. I can fuck with that one. Let's go to Forgotten. It's like the grooves are off just a little bit. And we just playing around. We just fucking around, man. I'm gonna switch to the next one. Now that one hitting. I'm gonna show y'all a trick. If I go with this one, I'm gonna show y'all a trick. Check this out. I'm gonna go to the next one. All right, cool. So we're gonna go to that one right here. I'm gonna show y'all something. You see how he has all this reverb on here? Check it out. I'm gonna show y'all a way to take that out and make it a little bit more drier to the sound. Because this particular sound that we got in here is more dry, not too much reverb that needs to be in it. I'm gonna show y'all a trick. All right, before I show you the trick, all right, we got a tempo at 145. This is at 144. I told you if you're not in raw mode, raw preview or whatnot, it'll adjust. If you're not in raw preview, and you could just simply drag this over, and what this loop will do is it'll adjust to the 145 tempo. Check it out. Just let go. It'll show you right here that it's still at 140. Mysteriously, it adjusts to the 145 tempo. Okay. I hope I didn't confuse you. Whatnot. Sometimes I don't know if it's a hidden feature in Ableton Live, but when you have it in raw mode, when you drag it over into your session view, it'll retain the original tempo for the loop. But if you take it off of the raw preview and have it play along with whatever you have already in your session view, and you drag it into the session view, it's a voila thing, okay? Just note to self, okay? All right, cool deal. So what we're going to do now is just make sure that this drum loop is right and tidy, man. So we're going to go check every downbeat. So right here on 2 is off a little bit. Right here on 3 is off a little bit. Move that back. Off on 4, we should be good right there. And so forth and so on. So we made those adjustments on the downbeats, on the warp markers. We should be ready to go. Let's check it out. Do a little test right here. All right, now when you hear that, you got all that reverb, right? But you don't like that reverb, right? You're like, oh, all right, cool, man. I don't like that, man, but it's all right, man. Show y'all a trick, man. There's 2 ways you can do this. There's one plugin called it's called Deverb from SPL, aka Plugin Alliance. But I'm gonna show you an old school way. If you have a gate, show y'all what it's all about, man. Now the gate I'm gonna use is a Slate Digital product once more. But you can use any gate to achieve this. It just depends on how that gate is curated. So you have to know how to work the gate itself, okay? But I'm gonna use a specialized gate that's specialized for the drums. Again, shout out to motherfucking Slate, man. He be thinking about us, man. He be thinking about us, man. All right, cool deal. So we're gonna get rid of all this bullshit right here. Once more. Get rid of that. I don't need that. I don't need that either. All right, cool deal. We're going to go ahead and look for dynamics, and we're going to pull out these little purple devices right here. You got 2 different types. You got a classic original gate that works basically like a gate itself, but you have one specifically for drums, all right? So we're going to drag that up in there. Now you have different type of detection filters, transient detections, different type of attack and release times, and also you can adjust the release times on the filter a little bit more and stuff like that. So it has everything that you need in order to tailor it to whatever drum sound that you're working with, or drum kit or whatnot. So let's go ahead and get busy. I can explain this, but that's like a whole nother stream. So just rock with me and just watch. Now, when we turn this knob up, check this out. We want to detect just the little transients of it. Now we in listen mode. Check that out. So what I'm doing is recreating I'm altering the groove, so to speak, with a gate. Now what I'm doing is I'm altering the rhythmic groove just with a gate. It's a dynamic processor that kind of like opens and shuts certain sounds according to the threshold and tagging and releasing all that other shit or whatnot. This is an old school way to kind of like alter drum grooves and stuff like that and tighten up the drum kit to make it sound a little bit more a tighter sound, so to speak, or whatnot, and get rid of all that excess stuff that you don't like in there. If you just need that one shot, it's just like that versus that pow, just like that. It'll be like pop, pop versus a pow. That's the best way I can explain it or whatnot, man. But so we got more of a tighter control sound. Now what I can do is, now I can go and add more percussive or more brighter percussive sounds to this. If I turn it off, that's with it off. Turn it back on. Nah, I'm a little bit too tight on it. Let me loosen it up a little bit. I like that right there. So I don't like that 808. So we're going to just get rid of this one shot. What we're going to do is, because we're dealing with like a R&B-ish type of situation, we're going to go ahead and load up once more the Heat Up 3, man. I don't know why in my live streams I use that Heat Up 3. Maybe I'll just be on the time constraint. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to do this, man. Fuck the dumb shit. We're going to replace this with this one right here, man. Hopefully this one has some 808 in it. Shit, it don't. Hold on one second. It's one of these motherfuckers. Hold on one second. I think it's modern. I think it's this one right here. This one has some. Fuck, this ain't it either. Shit. Goddamn. Is it? No, it ain't Infinity Vibes. It's one of these damn. Goddamn, you bitch you. Let me see here. Shit, I just had it up on a preview on one of my damn motherfucker. I hate when that shit happens. Yeah. Shit. I just may have to roll with what I'm gonna roll with, man. Motherfucker, man. I hate that. Yeah. Shoot. We'll roll with something trap soul. Yeah. We'll fuck with this one. I think this one has some 808s or whatnot, man. Fuck, this one only got on 8. Let's see. This ain't gonna be what we want. I ain't gonna be one of, but I'm gonna keep that instrument in there. All right. God damn it. Look here now, son of a bitch. Oh, bruh. Here it is, Modern Fame. I knew I was gonna find it. Yeah, here we go. Yes, sir. So we're gonna play around with these 808s in here. It's the final patch. So that patch right there seemed like it's off severely. let me see something. There we go. For some reason, it want to kind of jump up too much when I go. The motherfucking glide is like ridiculous on this. So let's see if we can affect that glide. I don't want to do too much on the glide. Yeah, it's up there. Yeah, just turn the glide off. Yeah, we just turned the glide. All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and record that. Go ahead and quantize that right quick. All right, we want to make an adjustment on that drum loop. We're going to back off on that release just a little bit, bring it a little bit more in there. There we go. Now that 808 that I'm checking, we're gonna bring. Let me see if it has a pitch knob in here. Should have it somewhere on here. Should be somewhere on here. If not, I got something for that ass. And it don't. All right. So worst case scenario, when you end up in this situation, sometimes these instruments, they'll have the pitch, and then there'll also be a rumpler on the cool. So if it's a rumpler on the cool, what we can do, yeah, see, it don't even have it. All right, so what we have to do is alter that pitch just a little bit. So I am going to have to bring up kilohertz pitch situation and bring that down just a little bit. All right, so let's go to the pitch shifter from kilohertz, and we're gonna adjust the. Now on this side right here, this is just the transposition. On this side, it adjusts the sense. All right, check it out. So I'm gonna put it on 24 cents. Still seem like it's out of tune. But it sounds right. Let me bring it down to 32. seems like it's hitting a little bit. It may be off key a little bit, but fuck it. We're going to keep on moving, man. We're on a time constraint. All right, cool. So we're going to fuck with this sound right here. Let's go here. May have a difficult right here. All right, let's go in. Check something here. Just playing that scale. Make sure this is A minor. It may be that that major scale. Let's do this. Let me go back and revisit some things real quick. We're gonna go ahead and bring back that plug-in. I want to see something real quick, man. This is why we go live, man. G major, right? No, F major. So let's put this sound back on F major. Let's see what the fuck we got here. Interesting. Yeah, it's none of them. I don't know what scale it is, but A minor is gonna be what it is. About the closest that I got it on there. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it off real quick. We're just gonna roll with what we got, man. I don't take up too much time. so let's go ahead and add that over now. I'm gonna go ahead and quantize that about 50%. We're gonna go here and we're gonna go to the next instrument. We're gonna add like a little soft pad up in there. We're gonna tone it down and groove it down just a little bit, man. All right, let's see here. Let's go with some pads. A little bit too freaky there for me there. Let's go to strings. Let's see. Fuck no, bro. So I need some hard strings. I need some soft in my life. You know what though? I know one VST that'll handle that soft stringiness. Let's go ahead and pull up the Triton, man. Go ahead and pull up the Triton. The fuck? Oh, my keyboard was playing the notes. Yeah, it's one of them. If you're a keyboard type player or whatnot, you don't have an actual MIDI keyboard, you can play the keys on your notes. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to just some string sounds. I still got 3 people hanging on with me. Okay then. I'll see y'all there, man. Y'all, salute to y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see here. Let's find us some string sounds. Let's see. I like that right there. I'm catching it. Hold on a second. I'm gonna show y'all something. Oh, never mind. I thought it was the wrong key, but I'm in the right key. I'm in the right key. A minor it is. Yeah, that's the right key. Yeah, that's it. So I'm playing on keyboard. That's a tough one right here. Maybe 3 notes. Let's take that guitar sound, mute that, and let's go ahead and add the strings in there. There it is. That's it right there. Let's go ahead and delete that automation that I did on accident. Shorten up that loop to 8 bar. All right, and we're gonna get rid of that because I know I'm in the right key now. We just focusing with something. All right, cool deal. So what we're gonna do is gonna go ahead and break that, duplicate that down. We're gonna go ahead and take out these two and see what we can add on this particular machine right here, with that Trap Soul VST that I added in there, and we should be able to tie this beat in together. Not try to overthink anything like that, but want to add some vocals in. Yeah, that'll work. Trying to find that organ sound. I have to deal with that one right there. Let's go with that one more time. Now we got the organ sound. Let me see if I still have that plug in. We're gonna make that. I'm running late on time, to be honest with you, but appreciate y'all if you're fucking with me and whatnot. So we got this one. As soon as this bad boy loads up, it's a Leslie from Leslie plugin from Multimedia, and yeah, I don't think that bitch worked. All right, let's do this one more time. Then we can do this right here. We have a Leslie preset on this one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Something like that. So go ahead and record that. All right, we just get a type of situation right there. Now we definitely would have to EQ that out. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a 3-band EQ, man. Cool. So what we're gonna do is, I like that organ sound in there in the hook part, but I don't like it in there high. So I'm gonna duplicate that sound, put one at the top. I'm gonna change the color of this channel right here. Excuse me. And I'm gonna keep that at that level. And then when we switch back over to the verse part, then we'll lower that down. Well, excuse me, we'll bring it up. And then we can duplicate that, then take it out of this one. Then we go back to this one. Right there. And I'm gonna go jump to the hook. Take that drums out right there, and we got something simple beat, man. I'm starting to learn the simplicity of beats and not adding all that shit in there. Now I hear that guitar in my right ear, but I want another guitar in my left ear. It's all about making your guitars wide. So we're gonna go and pull up a tried and true instrument, and I promise that'll be the last instrument. I know people be getting on me about, man, you be putting too much beats in you put too many instruments in your beats or whatnot. I'm sorry, I'm learning. All right, we're gonna put a Telecaster in there because the little guitar I got in my right ear, I want something in my left ear. That's just my sound palette and how I hear things and whatnot. So we're just gonna throw a Telecaster in there, man. And we're gonna call it a night, man. Appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying, rocking with me live on here, man. Shout out to my 3 individuals that's rocking with me, man. Shout out to what's his name? Los, Rekka, and Yessie. yes sir, or Yeezy or Yesy, man. Appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't recognize your name, but appreciate you tuning in. As always, Reckon Los, man. I appreciate y'all, man. As always, big dogs. All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and try to find something here that compliment this beat. I don't think that'll do it. Let's go ahead and turn it down a little bit. Let's see what we got. That'll do it right there, man. That'll do it. Let's go ahead and get out of this preset browser, close that out. Let's go to town. Let's turn that one guitar down just a little bit. This is the engineering shit I hate, because that piano is getting on my nerves. It's like I keep making volume adjustments, but I know what I need to do, and that is put a motherfucking compressor on there, man, because that shit needs to be tamed, like on the cool. So please, can I do that? Y'all allow me to do that, man. Can your boy do that right quick? Let me choose something here, man. Oh, they ain't got no presets in here. Okay, then I see y'all bitches. Now, when you want that real compressed piano sound, you can put it to the like 8-to-1. Very slow attack, fast release, RMS compression. You want it to breathe. Right there. There we go. Bring it up to make up a little bit. Yeah, there we go, bitch. All right, now we should be able. God damn it, I almost had it. You son of a bitch. Ah, I hate that shit, yeah. Oh, one more time. One more time. Get you bastard. I know where my mistake at. I ain't pitching that down. There it is. I think I got it. I think I do. I think I do. Let's delete that right quick. Let's see what we got. All right, so we can just tighten up that rhythm just a little bit. Let's quantize that at about 37. That's it. That's the run I wanted, and we'll just go ahead and take that other shit we had in that motherfucking guitar and let that be the ear candy in the right ear and see where that'll take us. And there it is, man. We got us a heartfelt shit, man. Like, that song kind of reminds me of somebody talking that, like, somebody just lost their job and they just hurting, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call that sad trap, I guess. That's that sad trap, you know what I'm saying? But that bitch jam. Let's go to the next sequence right quick. Let's see where we at. Yes, sir. Throw that off a little bit on the pan. And that to the left a little bit. Make sure this 808 is quantized. All right, cool deal, man. So, yeah, that's it right there, man. That's a beat right there, man. Ain't too much to it. Just sometimes you got to get the keys right and you got to finesse it a little bit. It's kind of like massaging that big old juicy ass and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Just gotta make sure you get it right or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. So we're gonna end off the stream tonight, man. I think it was a successful one on YouTube Live. I switched from Twitch to YouTube Live because I got tired of downloading videos and I'm sitting on like 12 fucking videos from Twitch that I need to upload on my YouTube channel. So I said, fuck that shit. And also my 1,000 subscribers, over 1,000 something subscribers can have access to check this video content out, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you just randomly finding this video, man, appreciate you tuning in, skipping all the way to the end. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you had to do, you know what I'm saying? Follow and subscribe to my channel, Super Mario. Hit the bell for the notifications when I go live or I upload some type of video. You'll be notified and you can go ahead and hit that like button for your boy and stuff like that, man. I'm back to my roots on YouTube and stuff like that. This is just a live stream, man. We're just fucking around in Ableton Live or whatnot. You can follow me on Instagram at @SuperMario_producer. Also follow my podcast, On The Beat Podcast. You can follow that on Instagram as well, On The Beat.podcast on Instagram. All of those podcast shows that come about, you know what I'm saying, we at episode number 49 right now. Episode 49. They're all on this channel. Believe it or not, they're all on my YouTube channel, man. Go to my On The Beat podcast playlist and you'll view all those 49 episodes right there, man. We're one step away. Friday, we'll have an episode we'll be recording on Friday, man, and that'll make number 50, man. 50 before the year is out, man. That's a blessing, man, or whatnot, man. Shout out to my partners, Los the King, you know what I'm saying, and also Wrecker, man, official Wrecker. Shout out to Wrecker. He's got an album coming out December 5th, 2020, coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? You can pre-save pre-save that album, man, just go follow Rekka on Instagram at official_Rekka, and go to the link in his bio. It's a link tree. It'll take you to the pre-save link, and you can pre-save it to your Spotify playlist, your Tidal playlist, your Deezer playlist, or your Apple Music playlist right there, man. But the album will drop in 2 days, motherfucker. 2 days. 2 days to be exact, man, because it's 12:10 a.m. right now, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me, making this 2 fire beats, man. Real talk, man. Yeah, we did real good tonight. Hey, sometimes you just got to be a little lengthy or whatnot, man. Appreciate everybody rocking. Appreciate everybody checking in. Appreciate everybody liking, commenting, doing what you do, man. It's all appreciated, and God bless y'all, man. All my creators out there, you stay doing your thing and whatnot. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here and continue on with my day. And I'm not done because I got some other shit I got to do, man. So I can do all this all day, man. But, you know what I'm saying? Again, appreciate you. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for the notification, and like your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? And stay up to date with you, with my content that come out, man. And again, appreciate the support, man. Again, follow me on Instagram at @SupaMario_producer. And I'll check y'all later, man. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and ride out to this beat right here. And I'm gonna go to the end screen, and I'll check you guys later. Sunday, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's the next time I'll see you guys. And in between, I may do some live video or whatnot, man. But I'll let you guys know, because you gonna subscribe, right? Yeah, you gonna hit that bell, right? For sure, man. Let's go ahead and check out the beat, man. See y'all later.